This is not going to be keto. At all.
But it's gonna be good. Hi, welcome to Our Family Beef.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Brigitte.
And today we're going to be making fettuccine alfredo because we are in quarantine and we want some comfort food and it's really good, and we're going to put a little bit of an OFB twist on it. It's going to be close to the classic, but thick and creamy, and babies will cry. It'll be awesome.
Let's go.
So fettuccine alfredo, basically fettuccine. It's just a wide noodle and alfredo sauce. Alfredo sauce at its core, I've heard two different legends. Like there's the one legend, it's just the pasta water plus the Parmesan cheese and some garlic. Okay, cool, very rustic and sweet, whatever. The classic alfredo sauce I'm aware of is just cream, garlic, butter, and Parmigiano Reggiano. Now you can make it with any Parmesan-like cheese, but they're not really Parmesan unless they're Parmigiano Reggiano. I'm not trying to be cheese bougie, but this is a little different. You see, dig in there real close. It's got those little crystals in it. It comes from the Parmesan region, or the region where they make the Parmesan. That's what Reggiano means. This is the actual stuff. It's pungent, it's yummy. You can save this rind for like ever and put it in other sauces to impart a little more flavor. This is what you want to have. We're gonna cheat a little bit because I'm adding some Romano. It's a little saltier, a little more pungent in that way, so I'm gonna add that in there. Pecorino Romano, because it's great. And we're gonna use some garlic butter we made a while back and froze in these little silicone mold things. That's why it came out looking like this. Along with some actual garlic cloves we've got. And you wanna use cream, at least a cup if you're making enough sauce for the whole family. I've got 1.5 cups here of heavy whipping cream. And just to add a little more thickness, I'm gonna put in some mozzarella cheese, pre-shredded, because again, we're cheating a bit today, but it's gonna be good. Now, another alternative to this, it's actually easier, but I got the mozzarella, so I'm gonna use it up, is cream cheese. You can use half a block of cream cheese, and it's gonna make a very thick sauce, but you wanna watch it very carefully. Baby's crying, see, I told you it was gonna happen. We are also gonna have some chicken. We usually aren't chicken breast people because we found that the dark meat is not less healthy, only has a little more fat, which whatever, we don't care. And it's got way more nutrients in it, so we usually eat that, but pre-cooked chicken breast for ease people. Ease is necessary sometimes. I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit. We'll show you how I do that. And we're gonna have some broccoli that Brigitte lightly steamed in a gourmet fashion in this excellent microwavable bag.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dramatic music, see? It'll be great. Let's go. So I've already got this garlic butter, and I've got other butter, and I've got garlic because it's really hard to have too much garlic, people. So I just like to cut off the ends of these guys, thusly, and then chop them up finally thereafter. Get that to the side. And I need to grate a whole bunch of fromage. For anything more than about 1 cup of cream, when you're making the sauce, you want to have at least 1 cup of Parmesan. I'm going to make a little more than that, plus some Romano.
This is the most tedious part.
Add some Romano to it. I love how everybody's trying to use health labels on their foods. Like, note, this Romano cheese now says naturally low in carbohydrates. Yeah, and water is gluten-free. This is cheese A, this is cheese B. And you're gonna try one and then the other, and which one do you like better, okay? You wanna try this one or this one first? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, chew it up.
I like it.
You like it? It's good? Okay. Now have a drink of water. Did you swallow yet? Tell me when you swallow. After you have a drink of water, after you swallow, now have a drink of water, okay? Swish it a little bit. Okay? And now try the other cheese.
I like both of them.
Great. Which one do you think you like more?
The other one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because more better.
In what way is it more better?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Parmesan cheese.
The first one or the second one?
The first one tastes like Parmesan cheese.
Okay. Benjamin, the second one was Parmesan cheese.
You know what the first one was?
No.
Romano,
Never mind now.
Yeah.
you gonna try some more Parmesan?
No. Parmesan, yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Water in pot. You need that for pasta. I just turned this water on high to get boiling soon, and you've heard salt your pasta water. Let me clarify. Get close in on here. People, salt your pasta water.
Oh my god. That has a ton of salt.
That pasta isn't gonna get flavor into it once it's cooked. Pasta is filled mostly with water. Your sauce is probably oily. Oil and water do not mix, so you're not gonna get flavoring from your sauce into your pasta. What you can do is get a saltiness into your pasta while it's cooking. That's why when they say salt your pasta water, it's not about keeping the noodles from sticking, it's about flavoring your pasta. If you want your pasta to be good and not just your sauce, salt your pasta water like a boss. You can use a pot to make your sauce like most people do, but you can also just use a really big skillet. The benefit here is you're able to mix the surface area a lot better, more evenly distribute the heat. It's actually a better way to cook it. So I'm gonna dump my garlic butter in there. I'm gonna dump my garlic in there. I'm gonna drop this piece that doesn't belong in there anyway. And then I'm gonna get the rest of the butter. I'm gonna set this pan with the butter and the garlic to medium heat and just get the butter melting, and the garlic should start popping in just a little bit, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna take a healthy scoop of this here Better Than bouillon. This is the chicken with a roasted chicken base. It's basically like a bouillon goo. I'm gonna put that in there. And I could wait for the pan to heat it up, but I'm just gonna throw this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And that'll help loosen it up a little bit.
From Costco?
From Costco, the big things. You can get them from most other stores, but they're very pricey. Put some more butter in here. You need a lot of butter for this sauce, people. Yeah, more butter. Yeah, more butter. I'm just guessing at it. I think you want to use a little over half a stick if you're using a cup of cream. Guess based on that. Hot sauce. All right, so I'm gonna dump this bouillon and water mixture into this pan that is already on high heat. And I'm gonna grab this wooden spoon and just give it a good stir. Just wanna distribute the flavor of this all throughout. Go ahead and toss this chicken in there. Stir it around a little bit. This is starting to sizzle a little bit. So I'm going to drop in my cream and let that start to heat up. Over here with the chicken, just a little extra salt, crack some black pepper, pop a little oregano over there. Keep this stirred. Make sure your cream is not burning. It shouldn't because the heat's not too high, but you want to keep everything moving for a couple minutes until the cream can get hot enough to melt all the cheese. Water is starting to boil. Break open your pasta, drop it into the pot, and then hold for a second. Don't break the pasta. Instead, try to let it soften and bend it. Bend that pasta around the inside of your pot. You know, it never fits. This way you get it all in there. Just continue to bend it around. I hate to admit it, but that's some Gordon Ramsay wisdom right there, people. Gordon Ramsay, good job, bud.
Yum.
Turn that down to let it simmer and cover. I don't know about timing pasta. I know two things right now. I know crying baby, that, and I know that pasta should be al dente. It shouldn't be mushy, it shouldn't be too hard, it should just have a little bite to it. When you crunch into it, not crunch, when you bite it, it should be toothsome is the word I think. So al dente, and the way to do that is to test it. Watch it. Is it softer? Test it. Is it right? No? Don't take it out yet. Get it just al dente before you remove it from the water. This cream is starting to bubble. Nope. Let's get our cheese in there. It's all in there. Make sure it gets well distributed. But you want to stir it pretty regularly. I like to have a fair amount of cracked pepper in there. You just want to make sure that the cheese is not sticking to the bottom. This is why I'm using a silicone spatula, because I can get around every square inch of the bottom of that pan. Look how as we go around, you can see it slowly fills back in. It's starting to thicken. Now watch what I'll do. I'll go around the edge of the pan, just a little bit of a technique here, around the edge of the pan, and then I'll kind of go in lines across the bottom of the pan. And I'm just keeping anything from sticking. You can see it's already trying to do that a little bit. Move it a little bit, and I'm gonna throw just a little bit of that mozzarella in here, just at the last second. And honestly, we barely even need it, but it will add just a little more thickness to the sauce. And I'm gonna go ahead and kill the heat on that. It's got enough heat to melt the mozzarella on its own. Everything is already well incorporated. Come here, bud. A little tough, a little gummy, not ready yet. You want daddy or mommy? Daddy? I love you. Oh, pasta's boiling over.
Got her. Boy, distraction. No distraction.
We haven't had to use a colander for a while. We're gonna link this down below where you can get one too. But this pot has this lid built in with these holes and this pour spout. So you just hold the lid on with the pot holders and do that. It's wonderful. Get you one.
Busy.
And because it's really good sauce, more sauce. And I would recommend a little bit more cracked pepper.
You can definitely taste the real stuff. Like, tastes like a restaurant, like an Italian restaurant. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
We're gonna go eat now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you wanna see more videos by us, check them out over here. Don't forget to subscribe right here. And until we meet again, don't forget, life is better together. Do I have to
Food.
my teeth?
Nope, you're good.